You are listening to Studio MacGyver's Dragon Ball and Video Game Podcast.
What's going down, guys? It is your boy, Studio MacGyver, and you are listening to Studio MacGyver's Dragon Ball and Video Game Podcast. Boy, do I have a show for you guys today. First off, let me begin with Dragon Ball Super Episode 119. Oh, man. Okay. Now, if you ask me, in my opinion, guys, I think that this was technically a filler episode. Now, I say that because the characters that, are in this were really insignificant, in my opinion, just to tack away at the minutes. The only thing that mattered to me in this episode, well, there's technically two things, but the main thing is that Piccolo has been eliminated. Yes, Piccolo has been eliminated. And it's just basically, it felt like they were just trying to find a way to get some more of Universe 7's characters out of there to make it more dramatic. That's just my opinion from the outside looking in. Hey, I could be wrong, but that's just what I think about it. That's just what I feel. Now, basically how the episode started was these characters, a lot of them had invisible skills where they were hard to see, or they were either so small and fast that they were just hard to hit. And, that eventually cost Piccolo his stay in the tournament, and he was eliminated because of that. Now, that was pretty much the episode. I mean, the Universe 7 trying to figure out, what was going on, why can't they be seen, trying to figure out their little hint, their little secrets, and then that was it. I mean, so with that being said, they figured it out, and they basically eliminated those guys. So the only universes left are 3, 11, and 7. That's it. Those are the only ones left standing. And that is it. And that is all. We got a preview of the next episode. And in that episode, you basically saw Universe 3's, basically like this mad scientist, and he has a whole bunch of robots, and they can basically 3 robots, they can turn into one robot and become very, very powerful, very, very strong. And that's just a glimpse of what we got. I don't know if anybody else from Universe 7 is going to be eliminated, but we'll see. But see, now this brings me to this. And I talked about it a little bit last episode. Okay. And I'm going to ask a simple question. Tell me if I'm crazy. Tell me if I'm wrong. But here's the question. Where the fuck is Frieza? Where is Frieza? Nowhere to be fucking found. I mean, they didn't show him 1 second. Not a fucking millisecond. MIA. Now, all this shit is going on. Where is Frieza? What is he doing? Is he ducked off somewhere eating a sandwich? I don't know. But there's the flaw, in my opinion, in this episode that was written. And really, when it comes to Dragon Ball, I mean, they are actually synonymous for doing things like this, forgetting fucking characters. Okay. I'm a little heated right now on that subject because it's happened more than once, and I don't know what the fuck is going on in the writing room. I'm serious. I mean, are these guys drinking sake and smoking endo sticks before they go into the writing room? Sometimes I feel that is the case. Sometimes I feel that's what's going on, man. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, they completely left him off of this episode. Nowhere to be seen. And he's one of the main characters, one of the main plot holes, if you ask me, in this whole tournament series. He is a character who is on a team with a universe who he cannot fucking stand. Okay, like, how do you not find a way to write that into the story, unless you're just holding it in your pocket and waiting for the very, very end. And guys, I just don't see that happening. These guys it's not like they've not done this shit before. I mean, they've done it with a lot of characters going all the way back from Dragon Ball, because there's so many characters, and I don't know if they just forget and they just lose track, but there should be somebody with as much money as this company has made and has worth. There should be somebody that is designated for these type of things, when it comes to writing, the script and getting everything done. There should be somebody that they have on call, going over everything, making sure there's no plot holes or none of this shit, man. Because this is ridiculous, if you ask me. On the Frieza standpoint, I mean, the episode wasn't bad, but I mean, I felt it could have been a lot better, especially with, you got characters like Frieza who are, iconic characters and have not been seen or little at all. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. And then don't let me get started on Vegeta a little bit too, because come on, man, you give Vegeta this fucking scrub, okay, who changes colors and supposedly supposed to be powerful, but he's weak. He's a piece of shit. Let's keep it real with each other. You know what I mean? He's a piece of scrap. You give Vegeta the scraps. I'm sorry. I don't like where the writing is going in this episode. I didn't like it. The episode was okay last week, but this week, man, it was shit. I'm sorry. It really was. I mean, I thought I was going to see Frieza. I thought, we were going to itch closer to maybe Vegeta reaching, a new plateau, something, man. But I don't see it. I don't understand. So I don't know, man. Call me crazy, but they need to do a better job in the writing room for real. Because it's not going good this episode. So that's just my opinion. You guys can agree, you guys can disagree. I mean, there really is no wrong answer to how one person feels about the show. I mean, in essence, I mean, some people may love this episode. They may, whatever. But you can't hate on somebody for loving it. At the same time, you can't hate somebody for not liking the episode. And I'm just on the not liking side right now. So it is what it is. But that was pretty much the episode. 119 in a nutshell. Hopefully it gets better. I hope we get to see a Frieza sighting. I hope they figure out a way to incorporate him in this arc, because right now they're doing a very poor job of writing and putting him in this. So what do you guys think? Do you agree? Do you not? Hit me on Twitter, man, at Studio MacGyver. Let me know how you feel. Go to the Facebook page, leave something there, at Studio MacGyver as well. Let's talk about it. I know I'm not the only guy here that is alone when it comes down to this. So now that is off of the plate, I think we can move on. And besides this episode being kind of shitty, there is something that we all can rejoice about, though. And I'll get into that right now. And I'm going to start off with, a company that I haven't spoken about in quite some time. And, I think now is the time to do it. And I'm talking about Nintendo. Yes, I said it. Nintendo. That Switch, is starting to look a little bit good now. It's starting to come around. It's starting to make some moves finally. And, there's an episode, I had on a podcast, some way back when the Switch just dropped, when it first came out. And I was very, very skeptical. A lot of people were around, the net about this about this system, because there were a lot of things that Nintendo was doing that it didn't look good. But now it's starting to turn around. There are a couple of things I still feel, very sketchy about as far as the hardware. And really just one main thing, and that's the internal battery. So, in other words, if that battery, something happens to it, it's a wrap for the main portion of the system. I would have liked them to have a external battery, so that, if something went wrong, you could change out the battery, or if it eventually died, you could do something with it. Because me personally, when I do purchase the Switch, I'll be mainly playing it as a portable device. I might have it plugged into an adapter, next to my bed, but that's how I'd probably be playing it most of the time. I'll very rarely probably have it docked to the TV, and that's just me. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. But Nintendo has made a couple announcements, guys. There was an event not too long ago, and I'm sure some of you guys have heard, but the Switch is trying to act bad right now. Bayonetta 1 and 2 will be released for the Nintendo Switch, and love Bayonetta, love the series. But the bigger than that is the fact that there is going to be a Nintendo exclusive for Bayonetta 3. Yes, a third-party company is going to do a Nintendo exclusive and on a good fucking game, on a very popular game, on a respectful game. This is good news for Nintendo, because now, guess what? Certain other franchises could decide to throw their hat in the ring, and we can start seeing some more of these things happen. And I think Bayonetta is a pretty good game for this system. I think the system can handle Bayonetta, and I think it will be a dope game to play, on the go, in the bed, whatever, but Bayonetta is just dope, period. It's a female version of Devil May Cry, if you ask me. And you can't go out losing with that. And then we also got No More Heroes coming. So I'll probably end up getting the Nintendo Switch when either one of those come out. Or around the same time they both are out, because those are the games I fuck with hard body when it comes to, the Nintendo. And there's a couple other titles, of course, eventually Zelda and then a couple other ones. But, you got to have at least 5 games for me to play and comb through. Good news for Nintendo Switch owners. Good news for Nintendo, period. They finally got a good one, good solid one on their squad. And they have a lot of pretty dope, games that, you can get from the store. They got definitely some cool games that I would definitely fuck with. But as far as everything else, man, big ups to Nintendo, man. That is pretty dope. Now moving on. I want to talk about another game that was announced. And you guys, I love my fighting games. And one that I was waiting for, and so many people were waiting for. We were wondering, like, when is this? Are we going to get another one? We finally got that news, guys. Yes, Soul Calibur 6 is in the fucking building. Okay? I don't think you guys realize how fucking dope this is, man. I remember playing Soul Blade on the PlayStation. Okay? That's how far back me in Bed.Debco fucking go. Okay? PlayStation. Yes. And I loved Soul Blade so much. It was a fucking dope ass game. I mean, a fighting game with a pretty fucking decent lore to it. And we'll get into lore a little bit later with another game that I'm going to discuss. But right now, this is Soul Calibur 6. It's time to shine. Now, this fucking game, guys, there's clips. And what's so crazy is my favorite character in the series is Sophitia. Love me some Sophitia. Cassandra is pretty fucking dope as well. I fuck with her hard body as well. But Sophitia, man, was my main bitch. She was my bae. You know what I'm saying? Still is and for always will be. And she's one of the premier players of the game, and I'm excellently ecstatic about that. So she looks graphics look amazing. I cannot fucking wait. New combos have been added. There are, I can't wait to get into the lore. I want to find out like where in time this takes place. What is it set in? Is this like a prequel? Is this not? I mean, I don't know. I'm anxious to find out and see though, where they take this story mode wise. And if there's going to be a creative fighter mode as well. I didn't really too much fuck with the creative fighter mode. Me personally. Now I might do it this game because, hey, it's next gen. They could be doing some interesting things with it, but for the most part, I'm going to stick with, my favorite players and mainly Sophitia. If Cassandra's on there, she'll get it too. But, yeah, man, I mean, great fucking news for fighting game fans out there. Great news for Soul Calibur fans. I remember way, way back. I want to say this at least a year ago on Twitter. Bandai Namco had a question they were asking, like, who would you like to see on, a potential, Soul Calibur game? And, we forgot all about it. We thought they were just blowing smoke, and this whole time they were probably fucking working on the game. So with that being said, guys, great news. Ecstatic about it. Cannot wait. With so many other fighting games on the way, I mean, who's going to have the fucking time? I guarantee you one thing, I will make some fucking time. I goddamn will. Anyway, that's enough of that. Now, here's another game that I have to talk about, guys, because we all know, well, I'm not going to say we all know, but most of us Sony guys out there know this company. And this company is synonymous with the Soul series. And I think y'all know what I'm talking about. Bloodborne 2 has been announced. Yes, Bloodborne 2. And if you guys don't know about Bloodborne, you need to know that that game, in my opinion, is one of the greatest games when it comes to lore, storytelling, and just setting, pure beauty, pure fucking horrific beauty. That is this game in a fucking nutshell. Bloodborne was just everything. It was all of that, man. And I'm so happy that there's a part 2. I had so many good and scary times playing Bloodborne with my friends. And what's so crazy is I think I beat that whole game with somebody playing with me. Like, I was literally scared as fuck to play that game like Solo Johnson. I couldn't do it. I was shook. And I was like, yo, somebody want to play with me? You know what I mean? And yes, I cannot wait for this game. I'm just surprised that we're getting another one. I would have thought, it might have been a new game or maybe whatever. But hey, yo, that lore was so fucking awesome. I don't think there's another game out there with lore so dope. This is some of the greatest lore. The way that the story was told. I mean, I was obsessed with the lore of this game. But the full title of the game is Bloodborne 2. Shadows Die Twice. Okay. And they only gave us like a 30-second, preview, and it really wasn't much of anything. I couldn't barely really make out what it was. The main thing that matters though is the fact that it's here. Okay, it's coming. So we have Bloodborne 2 to look forward to. We already know, in my opinion, that's already paid for. I got Bloodborne 1. That's going to make me go back into Bloodborne 1 and get into it. And what's so crazy is I still don't know everything about Bloodborne 1. All the lore, all the intricacies, and all the things, under that rock, under that bed that has yet to be discovered. A beautiful world that they put together, and I cannot wait to see the next one. I just can't wait. It's just so good to be a gamer right now, man. It just feels so good. You know what I mean? God damn it. Xenoverse 2 with the DLCs going crazy. I mean, you got fucking Dragon Ball Fighters, which is just, oh my God, I cannot wait. Then you got Soul Calibur 6. I mean, guys, Street Fighter Season 3. I mean, what have we done to deserve this? You know what I mean? What have we done? But fuck it. We're going to get it. Anyway, guys, last but not least, I would kind of talk a little bit about Xenoverse 2 and, the DLC and what I finally decided to do. And I can't believe I haven't done it sooner, but I've done it. Matter of fact, the last couple of days, that's what I was doing. I've created a female Saiyan character. I cannot believe I didn't do it sooner. And what fucked me up the most about all of that is the fact that the way that I play Xenoverse is I'm a key blast type character. So, the first character I made was a male Saiyan, and I didn't even know. I've never played with a female Saiyan, but I used to get my ass whooped a lot by female Saiyans, by female characters in general. And I finally decided to make one, and her name is Trillina. My male Saiyan's name is Trillin. But you know what? She's fucking awesome. female fucking Saiyans are awesome. Their combos are completely different than the male Saiyans, and they're really fast, and they got a unique combo set, and I just fucking love the combo set. I fell in love with this chick, man. So I got her up to like level 81 right now, and I'm almost done with her. I'll probably finish her up tonight after I get off of this podcast, and I'll be posting a build video eventually on my channel and probably on the Facebook page or whatever. I'm still trying to figure out a lot of her moves or whatever, what I want to use as far as her ultimate attacks and some of her specials or whatever, her supers. So, but I'm getting into it, and I really like playing with her, and I cannot wait for the DLC number 6 to drop, because it's going to get very interesting, guys. And I haven't played any online fights with her yet because I'm still practicing and everything, but I should give me a few in the next week or so and tell you guys about it, and of course supply you with the footage as well. But yeah, man, I mean, looking forward to DLC 6, and that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much what I've been doing. Just very excited to be a gamer, guys, and it's going down in 2018. That's for damn sure. And yeah, if you guys want to play Xenoverse, if you guys play Xenoverse, my gamer tag is Whitley79, WHITLEY79. And if you want to play in some Xenoverse, man, maybe some Naruto Ninja Storm or something, hit your boy up, and I will be glad to oblige. I think that's going to do it for the show anyway, guys. But look, I just want to say, if you got any comments, if you guys want to talk about anything gaming wise, anime or whatever, anything to do with those things, you could always hit your boy on Twitter and on Facebook page. The Facebook page both is at Studio MacGyver. And look, if you guys want to help me out, you can do a few things. You can either go to my YouTube page on my YouTube channel, and you can type in Studio MacGyver's TV, and you can subscribe to my channel, guys. That would help me out a lot. You can also check out, music. I got a song out called My Dragon Ball, and it's on iTunes, and you can download for free if you like to on my SoundCloud page, and just show some love. And I'll continue to put this content out, man, all the time. I upload weekly, anywhere from 3 to 5 videos a week on my YouTube channel. And you get this podcast every week, every Monday. You can also get all the episodes, all the backlog episodes of the podcast on the YouTube channel as well. So if you hit that subscribe button, man, that's a game changer. That's all you got to do. So, yeah, man, with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. You've been listening to Studio MacGyver's Dragon Ball and Video Game Podcast. See you next time.